What was the question you asked me? Everybody tells you what?
Everybody tells me if it's not a good set, you shouldn't do it at all.
If it's not a good set, you shouldn't do it at all. Now, I'm going to tell you my theory about that.
Talk to me.
Now, what is doing a good set like?
Technically correct.
Okay, but what is technically correct? Different people are built differently. They have different structures. Okay, what is correct for a person doing squats with a long torso and short legs, as opposed to someone with a short torso and long legs? You see what I'm saying? The comfortability and stance might be different for each one of them. Now, as long as you can make it work.
So it's not a cookie cutter.
There's no one way that works for everything. I can take a lightweight, for example.
As long as you get to work, huh?
I can take a lightweight, a 20-pound dumbbell, and I can go very slow, right? Slow motion. Get a full extension on my arm if I'm working the bicep muscle, and get a full contraction, right? With my elbow distended out in front of me, and I'm putting a stretch on the insertion of the biceps brachii muscle. I'm getting a full stretch and I'm getting a full contraction, right? But what if I just did these right here, right? Just did the long end. Would that be incorrect form? Or would that be targeted this area here like in 21s? And then what if I just did the top half of the motion? And then I work more up here. Now what I'm doing is I'm concentrating on bodybuilding. Where you have some people that'll work out, right? Some people exercise, some people work out, some people bodybuild. A person that just exercises, you can go to the park and play tennis. You can play golf, you can go for a walk. You know, all those things are exercise, it's regular exercise, right? Now you have someone who works out. Like, okay, I'm gonna go and do a workout. I'm gonna go do some curls today, I'm gonna go do some legs, I'm gonna go do some bench press, some push-ups, whatever. Now they're working out. They're going to a little different extreme. Then you have the bodybuilder, right? What does the bodybuilder do? He scrutinizes himself or herself in the mirror and says, okay, my biceps look good, right? But my triceps, they don't match. So let me go to the gym and let me hit some kick out. Let me hit some kickouts to work the part of my tricep that I need to work. Let me hit some overhead extensions to work the part of the tricep that I want to work. Let me hit some dips. You see what I'm saying? Let me do some close grip bench press or anything that's going to put pressure on the part of the tricep that I'm working. And there's three heads. There's a lateral head, there's a medial head, and then there's a long head. That's why it's called tricep. The bicep, there's a medial head and a lateral head. So whichever part you want to work, you know, if you want to hit one part with your elbow extended out in front of your body, or you want to place your body behind, your elbow behind your body, and work the other head of the bicep. You see what I'm saying?
So it's all work.
So it's all about what you're intending to work. And like I said, I can go slow with a lighter weight, but then I'm hitting a different type of muscle fiber. I might be hitting a red slow twitch or a red fast twitch muscle fiber. But then I can go heavy. Maybe I pick up a set of 50s. Maybe this is a little heavier for me. So I can't get the strict form that I could with the 20. So I have to, I can still kind of go slow, but maybe I'll put a little bit more oomph into it. I put just a little bit more. And then maybe I get a heavy weight. And then maybe I do this. Maybe I sling it a little, right? But who's to say that slinging is wrong?
It's not where it might be more.
Now, true enough, when you swing, you're using momentum. So it's taken away from the muscle. That is true. But you got to look at what you're gaining too.
You're increasing the weight.
You're making your brain believe that you can lift that heavier weight. As long as you're not hurting yourself slinging it, if you use just a little bit of momentum, what is called like a cheat rep, to get it and get your body used to believing you can handle that weight.
It still doesn't work.
You slow it down with time. Your goal is to control that weight. In the beginning, you might have to swing it a little.
That's what anything.
But the more you do it, your body starts to adapt to it, and you can do it slower and slower. Controlling heavier and heavier weight is the way to do it.
So there's really no such thing as a bad rep, honestly.
What there is let's say I did this, right?
If you
did this, I do this, and I'm, you know, like if I'm, now that doesn't make sense. But if I can maintain at least somewhat a good form, If I have to use a little momentum, let's say this is a heavier weight, and I really have to use a little momentum, but I can control a little bit of it. Who's to say that that is a bad rep? You see what I'm saying? If you're using it to improve your strength, because like I said, your muscle doesn't know how much weight you're lifting.
Yeah.
It doesn't know what kind of weight you're lifting. It doesn't know if it's a dumbbell, if it's a suitcase full of books, if it's a pillowcase full of sand, if it's a water jug, if it's a trash can. I mean, your body doesn't know what it is. It just knows that there's resistance being applied against the muscle. And through resistance is where we grow.
Teach me, brother, teach me.
Right? Does that sound right?
It sounds 100% right. It's logic. It makes 100% sense. I mean, and like I said, with the bad rep, I mean, with somebody that has a little bit of knowledge, they know they're not gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I mean, sometimes it's like, now I understand.
Now, do I think you should do strictly lightweight with strict forms, or strictly heavyweight with a little sacrifice on forms? No, I think you should mix it all up.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that it probably would be better, you know, most of the time to get the heavier ones out of the way while you're your strongest and then work your way down. But don't even do that always. Every once in a while you can trick it up and do the light ones and try to do something heavy at the end. It's all about muscle confusion.
I'm just about to say it.
It's muscle confusion.
Okay.
You know, because your muscle's like, oh, I already know what's coming today.
Yeah.
You know? So you got to have so many tricks waiting, you know, in your bag of tricks. Yeah. Like, okay, the muscles aren't going to even know what's coming today.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
All right, man. Thanks for the video.
No doubt, man.
GoPro, turn off. GoPro, stop recording.